Midterms should not exist at North Reading High School. They create too much stress for both students and teachers.
From what I've seen, I think midterms create a lot of stress, and sometimes they're not always an accurate representation of someone's performance. Generally speaking, I think midterms increase stress for everyone involved. There are more work to make, to take, and to assess. I think kids lose sleep. I think they get stressed. In science, we've seen studies show that depending on the attitude you go into a test, that will affect your performance regardless of your knowledge. In order for a test or an assessment to tell you something useful, it has to be well designed. So I've given assignments at other schools that weren't well designed. I didn't learn anything, but I've also given assignments that were well designed and that gave me insights. I'd say the grading can take a really long time. I would love for a midterm to be just another project and we're a portfolio and we look at what people do along the way. Because I feel like that's representative of life.
From a student's perspective, it's very stressful because you know it's a high-weighted test that you don't need to, but you probably should do good on. It's definitely a way of measuring what you know, but I don't think it's the most accurate way because it's a whole semester of knowledge that you need to retain. I think projects specifically are better because it's over time, you can retain more knowledge over time. You lose sleep and you lose a lot of confidence if you don't do well. Before, they're very motivated, I think, to get a good grade, but after, I think the motivation definitely goes down.
There's an awful lot that's placed on students today. This school, where we have 8 classes, so you're talking 8 different exams. It is worth 10% of a student's final grade. Does have an effect on people's stress levels. Some students don't test well. There are alternative methods to ensure that a student is gaining the knowledge that they've learned, like a capstone project.
I view midterms as more stressful than, say, like a project or a unit test because a midterm is a one and done thing. I think midterms should not continue at North Reading High School just because it puts a lot of anxiety on the student body. So removing it and replacing it with a more casual alternative can definitely help the mental state of all the students here.
Personally, I do find midterms a little stressful. Just with the time of the year, we have the quarter ending. I'm trying to plan for quarter 3. Oftentimes I have to write or rewrite rigorous exams and check them. And I teach a lot of different subjects, so I have to make a lot of different tests for that. A lot of work goes into that time of year. I find students express a lot of stress over that week too.
Hopefully, in the future at North Reading High School, midterms will get removed and replaced with other forms of assessing knowledge so both students and teachers can be stress-free from midterms.